Hi everyone, my name is Ivan. In this video, I will walk you through my experiment process, like experiment 1 of making ice cream. I will analyze like the chemical principles I found behind it and reflect like what I have observed. Alright, let's dive in. So for the observation part, I first set up like the conditions by using two bags. One of them is like with half just like with ice and salt, and the other one was like fully ice. And I didn't have like the half and half product, so I just used like a full dairy milk. I think that also works. So I just start putting like the bags into two bags, and before shaking it I already feel like the bag with salt and ice feels colder. And after shaking it for 5 minutes without stop, the bag with salt feels significantly colder, and the other bag is just like is still mostly liquid, and it just still feels not that cold. And after 10 minutes, like the bag with ice, the milk inside has already like half frozen, and I can see some ice floating inside, and it feels like more stuffed, while the other bag is just started to get like change forms. And finally, after 15 minutes, the ice cream in the first bag, like with salt, is already ready to eat, while the other bag is just still in the middle process, and also it feels not that cold. So I'll next conclude the chemical theories inside there. The first one is heat flow. So basically, this means heat move from warmer objects to cooler ones. In this case, like the milk, it has higher temperature, and the mixed mixture, the temperature from there will just transfer to like the ice bag outside it. And the salt ice bag will absorb more heat because the salt has lowered the freezing point of water, allowing more heat to be absorbed before the refreezing occurred. And secondly is like the state of matter. The milk started with like as a liquid, and the heat was removed, and it just transitioned to like a solid state. And this phase is like a result of like loss of kinetic energy, which cause fat and protein molecules in the mixture to bond together and like forms like a state of ice cream. And finally, it's like specific heat. So milk is is made of mostly water, and water is like has like a high specific of heat, meaning it takes a lot of energy to change its temperature. It also takes it a lot of heat for it to change phases, like from ice to water. So whenever like ice melts in the salt bag, it just takes heat from the milk and make the milk to become ice. And thanks to the salt, it disrupts the ice structure and lowers its melting point. It allows the mixture to cool faster. So next will be the reflection point. The setup of salted ice worked, of course, better because it helped the ice absorb more heat by changing its like freezing point, and it definitely helped the ice in the outer ice bag to just to melt faster, which will absorb more heat and just fastering like the phase changing in the ice cream bag. So one surprising thing I found is like how much colder the salted bag felt compared to the regular bag. I thought that could be a difference, but I didn't realize it's that much. It's very dramatic. And finally, I'll talk about the application. We know like our school, University of Illinois, it's kind of snowy in the winter, and sometimes we see like pack of snows like on the side of the road. But currently, like when we see like there are some ice, like green or just white ice that are melting because somebody put salt inside, and like the salts just accelerate the melting process and make the ice no longer ice, but it comes water and just goes. So we won't just have our road being buried by all kinds of snows and ice, and it makes our lives more easier. Just like our experiment, like the salt lowers the freezing point of water, preventing ice formation, and so we don't have to worry about being slipped. So in summary, this experiment demonstrates like how the heat flow and like the state of matter or like specific heat influence and even like the heat transferring of the temperature, like in freezing process. So basically it's kind of fun, and of course, I mean, the ice cream was really delicious, and I hope everybody enjoy it. Yeah, that's all. Thank you for your listening.